Okie dokie. Right, here we are by the low LOE. I'm not coming back here for some time now. I had to come back to this area because there are steep hills to jumpstart my car. Righty-ho. Now, for 6 months, not only do I drink the water coming into that, but I also bathe in that. Not at the moment, but anyway. This morning on Radio 4 Today programme, there's actually a good segment. So a chap talking about 0850. Yes, talking about the River Avon. Younger fella. Except one little problem. They've all been brainwashed to be polite. He should have actually been saying, the fucking creeps who've been using wet wipes. Now, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? But he did point out very, very accurately, etc., that yes, the sewage systems could be just the same all around here, are unable to cope with the water at certain times, the overflow. Here's the point. Now, I can't actually remember if it was Katrina 32 years ago who taught me my mothering, but I don't seem to remember we used wet wipes. But whether it was her or not is irrelevant. I was pretty green, but pretty regular in various other ways throughout my 20s and 30s. My kid came along 25 years ago, and not once ever did I use a wet wipe. Never. Oh, have me arrested. Nor talcum powder, nor actually any other chemical. Now, in respect of the talcum powder, truly wonderful about 3 years ago to wake up 5:30 to turn on the Radio 4 News and hear that Johnson & Johnson, the makers of baby talc, have been done for 4 billion, because I was right all along. It had within it a trace of asbestos, a carcinogen. Or was that carcinogen? Yes. Right. But the wet wipes, we knew 30 years ago these things are completely unnecessary. They have chemicals in it. I mean, we also knew 30 years ago that the more bacteria, particularly a 0 to 1 year old, is exposed to, it tunes its immune system such that it doesn't get asthma later on. It actually requires, its immune system is bacteria. Bacteria is required to tune an infant's and all sorts of pathogens. Eating dirt, we knew that. Now, almost everybody has accepted that one as true now. But point being, all these chemicals in wipes, etc., they're obviously chemicals. They're obviously not necessary. And anyway, just obviously reasonable cleanliness, which means a wipe a couple of times a day of a 6-month-old little thing's bottom, is all that's required with damp cloth. The fact that people are still using wipes now, and I was stood behind the most perfect natural fibres, Greek-looking woman in the supermarket who was actually being very charming with me, 30ish, with a baby there. All the natural fibres, all the natural store bag, the whole damn thing. And yet, there's 2 packs of baby wipes. Sorry, blame the people. Don't blame the companies, don't blame the government, blame the Greens, because they need to actually be saying this. Even a fucking numbskull like me knew 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Don't be using these things, they're unnecessary. Blah, blah, blah. Earbuds, everything. I never bought a thing. And my daughter was very well looked after. Never had one single thing in the bathroom or medicine cabinet, except for one bar of simple soap, toothbrush. She used toothpaste because I couldn't deprogram her out of that. I've never used toothpaste. There we go. Chemicals in there.